But you asked me to talk about the evidence a bit. So let me just say that there are several different kinds of evidence, all of which are, and I'm not arguing that this is conclusive. This is still a hypothesis, but I would argue that it is the preponderance of the evidence clearly now points to a lab leak. The evidence is of 4 different kinds. There is molecular evidence, that is to say the sequence of the genome of the virus suggests editing of a kind that we know was taking place at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. There is phylogenetic evidence, that is to say the group, the sarbecoviruses to which SARS-CoV-2 belongs are known not to have furin cleavage sites, and yet this furin cleavage site shows up phylogenetically out of place in SARS-CoV-2. There is epidemiological evidence. We have a virus that did not show any evidence of evolution early on. It arrived in human beings perfectly adapted to spread at a high rate, whereas we would have expected a period of evolutionary adaptation that we cannot find. And then fourth, and maybe most important, there's a tremendous amount of circumstantial evidence surrounding the way the Wuhan Institute of Virology has dealt with the question of a possible lab leak. Initially, the laboratory in question acknowledged that a lab leak was possible. In fact, the leader of that lab, Zhizheng Li, said she didn't sleep a wink for some time, thinking that maybe the virus had escaped from her lab. So we know that such a thing is plausible. We also have the case of them having renamed a sample in a way that contravenes scientific protocol. So RATG13, which is the closest relative of SARS-CoV-2, turns out to have had a prior name in that laboratory, 4991. There's no reason to have renamed it. It effectively suggests the keeping of 2 sets of books. So in any case, all 4 types of evidence point towards a laboratory leak that is now being obscured.
Right.